Hi, Tom here. Welcome to today's video. Scorpio, the last few weeks have been deep for you. You saw things clearly. You confronted patterns. You made quiet but powerful internal decisions about what stays and what goes. You didn't rush it. You didn't dramatize it. You transformed. This week is different. This week isn't about uncovering anything new. It's about living normally inside the truth you've already accepted. From a Vedic perspective, the energy now moves into embodiment, where transformation stops feeling intense and starts feeling stable. And for you, that shift is profound. Because you're used to change coming in waves. Intensity, release, rebirth. But this time, it's a lot quieter. You may notice that your emotions feel steady this week. Not suppressed, not explosive, just grounded. That steadiness can feel unfamiliar. When you're used to guarding your inner world, calm can feel like vulnerability. But this isn't vulnerability in the fragile sense. This is strength that no longer needs armor. Scorpio, your gift is depth. You feel truth at its core. You sense power dynamics instantly. You understand what others hide, sometimes better than they do. But this week teaches you something subtle and liberating. You don't need to keep guarding what you already understand. Your truth doesn't need defense. It needs embodiment. You may feel less inclined to test people this week. Less inclined to hold something back, just in case. Less drawn to controlling outcomes to protect yourself. That's growth. When truth lives in your body, it doesn't require surveillance. So, here's the deeper lesson for this week. You don't need intensity to feel powerful. You don't need secrecy to feel safe. And you don't need emotional pressure to stay in control. Your power now feels calm. And calm power lasts. You may notice situations that would have triggered you before. Just don't. A comment, a shift in tone, a perceived slight. It passes. Not because you don't care, but because you're no longer defending something fragile. What's real in you doesn't need protection. This week supports transparency without oversharing, presence without dominance, confidence without intensity. You don't need to reveal everything, but you also don't need to hide it. That middle ground is embodiment. You might also feel less urgency to control timing, less pressure to force closure or resolution. You understand what's aligned will unfold naturally. That patience isn't weakness. It's mastery. This week isn't about another transformation. It's about letting the transformation you already went through become your baseline. Letting yourself feel stable without waiting for the next wave. Now, let's talk alignment. One intentional practice for you this week. Notice when you instinctively tighten and choose not to. relax your jaw. Soften your shoulders. Stay open instead of bracing. Let yourself experience steadiness without preparing for impact. And that's integration. As you allow this calm strength, notice what remains. Clarity, self-respect, a quiet sense of authority that doesn't need to be asserted. That's your power embodied. Scorpio. This week isn't about transformation. It's about living comfortably as the version of you who already transformed. You don't need to protect the truth anymore. You are the truth. Let that be enough. And you need to trust that. Before you go, there's something important you should know. These horoscopes are based on Vedic astrology, also known as sidereal astrology. That means we're using the actual positions of the stars in the sky, not the tropical system used in most Western astrology. Because of that, your sun signs here may be different than what you're used to. And that's okay. In Vedic astrology, we don't start with the sun sign. We start with the moon sign, because the moon represents your mind, emotions, and how life is experienced day to day. First, always watch this for your Vedic moon sign. That's where this horoscope will feel the most accurate and personal. Next, I recommend watching for your rising sign, also called your ascendant or lagna. Your rising sign shows how these energies show up in your physical life, your body, your environment, and the situations unfolding around you. Then, you can also watch for your sun sign, which adds insight into your identity, confidence, and sense of purpose during this time. And if love, relationships, creativity, or money are major themes for you right now, I also recommend checking your Venus sign, called Shukra in Vedic astrology, for an extra layer of clarity. For weeks where things feel intense, faded, or life-shifting, it can also be helpful to look at your lunar nodes, Rahu and Ketu. These show where growth is pulling you forward and where old patterns are asking to be released. To find your correct placements, make sure you're using a Vedic or sidereal natal chart, not a tropical one. Once you know your moon, rising, sun, and Venus signs, and optionally Rahu and Ketu, you'll get a much deeper and more complete understanding of what's unfolding. If this message resonated with you, please like the video. It truly helps support this channel and allows these messages to reach the people who actually need them. And if you're enjoying these weekly Vedic horoscopes, consider subscribing so you don't miss future messages for your signs. You are not one sign. You are a system of energies, learning how to work together. Take care and be calm.